Turn on your magical eye. So you
Yeah,
can
I'll
see
switch.
anything.
Yeah, I'll switch over to detect magic.
And you get the residual hut magic. What in particular do you want to check out?
Focus on the room.
You got to focus on an object in the room. And to do that, you have to be standing next to the object.
The threshold between the threshold of the door.
Yes, the door itself and the doorway looks very magical indeed.
Okay, relay that to the others.
All right, I'll open up this door.
Time out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead. No, go ahead, Orphan.
I didn't know he could call timeout. Orphan, you open up this door. Looks like a guest room.
All right.
I see where this is going.
Switch to Tarin vision, and you see blackness.
All right, switch to Zook vision.
And you see blackness.
Switch to Arik vision. I see Khalil's back.
And you see your own pert-toned buttocks.
Damn
Which
right.
is what Eric's staring at, apparently.
I mean, who wouldn't, really? It's,
Well, it'd be better if there was snake butt back there.
Are we going to 11 tonight?
I have no problem going to 11.
Okay. What's up,
But
Eldove?
no more.
Can I cast rituals?
No. You don't have any freedom of movement here at all.
So, can I cast spells that require anything but somatic?
Somatic I'll allow because you're not bound in any way. You're just in a very tight squeeze. So your hands can still move. So I'll allow somatic and verbal. And material components as long as you're using your focus. So yeah,
But
you're
not rituals.
But not ritual. You're not restricted as far as cast any kind of components except for material components you'd actually have to dig around in your pouch for. You can't get around and reach your pouch in the position you're in.
What sort of material does it feel like we're... Like, are we in a tiny cramped room, or are we...
Feels like stone.
Feels like stone?
Yep.
If I take out my dagger and try to, like, scrape it along the wall, is it just literally exactly like stone?
You can't actually reach your dagger. You can't get around to get it out of your pack or whatever. Well, unless you were already holding it in your hand, were you?
They are... No, I keep my daggers kind of on a belt.
Okay.
So
You
they're,
don't...
they're at the ready. They're not, like, in my bag, but they're at the ready.
Sure. Problem is you don't have enough physical room to actually get it out of your belt. You can't move your arm that much. When you try, your elbow bangs into the wall in any particular direction.
Look at the move over and look at these statues. Are they magical?
Very, very much so. Well, the statues themselves don't look any more magic than the rest of the hut, but their eyes do.
Alright, so this is how Baba Yaga observes the area.
I'm gonna go look at this door up here.
Okay.
Does it open?
It does not. It's locked.
Okay.
And that's without our...
Orphan starts to call out for Zook, but then remembers.
Yeah, it looks like a heavy wooden door with a keyhole.
Do I feel like... Can I crawl forward in any way from where I'm at?
You cannot. Like, imagine yourself... Like, if you yourself were stuck in, like, a 4x4x4 box.
Yeah,
That's
and
what it feels like.
I'm freaking out a little bit because I'm kind of claustrophobic.
I light a lighted torch. Is there anything around me?
You don't have any room to light a torch.
I cast it with prestidigitation. Prestidigitation can light torches.
How are you holding a torch?
It's just on the ground near me.
Okay. So this actually creates fire.
Yeah.
Then it's going to burn you.
I'm resistant to fire. I'll take the small amount of fire damage.
Alright, I don't know how much damage the flame from prestidigitation would do, so I'll say it's a d4. So you take 1 fire damage, and you're able to create a small flame, but you illuminate the small stone cube that you're in, and like you're immediately surprised there's not even enough room where you're at to escape the flame that you've created. Like, you've never known this particular cantrip to be dangerous before, but that's how cramped you are.
Alright, sorry, what did I miss there?
Nothing, you're still in your little cube.
I missed being in the cube. So I'm in a cube, that's what I'm hearing?
You're in a stone cube, and you're cramped at all directions.
Okay.
Don't have room to stand or sit or lay down.
Can I see anything?
You see blackness.
Zook is going to use...
Well, no, you see through magical darkness. You can see the stone walls.
It's just stone?
Yeah, just stone.
Zook's going to use magical minor illusion.
Okay.
Just to create sound 30 feet from his head, basically, and shout, I'm in a small space. Can anyone hear me?
And no one can hear you.
Great.
Eldove does the same thing.
And no one,
He doesn't
no
know
one
how
hears
to do
Eldove
it.
either. Khalil goes over to this door and looks like a guest room.
Oh my god! Alright.
Join us,
step
won't
between
you?
these two statues.
Okay.
Examine this door.
Locked. Heavy wooden door, locked.
Back over here on this side.
Same deal. Heavy wooden door, locked. Has a keyhole. This door down here has a lock
this
as
was the
well,
room
but
that
it's
we-
silver, but the lock is undone. Zook popped it.
That's where we came through, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we? I'm gonna try and open that one.
And yeah, it opens. Like I said, Zook popped the lock already, so you can open it freely.
Okay.
And you can't see through
Alright.
it, but
I'm going to shift this rug. I'm going to look under this rug.
which corner?
This one.
This one. Hold on 1 second. Let me think.
I never want to hear that. I never want to hear regret things.
Pick up that corner, and looks like there's a glass pane in the floor, but you see darkness beyond it. You perceive what looks like movement on the other side of the glass.
Okay, I'll pull the whole rug up.
And you do just in time to see a bright flash of fire. When you look down, you see Eldove holding his prestidigitation in his hand for just a moment, just long enough to he realizes it burns him, and then it winks out. But looking down, yeah, you're looking through a pane of glass at Eldove in a very cramped space.
Holy shit. Bang on the glass. Like, hey, Eldove! Eldove!
Eldove, you hear nothing.
Look over in this one.
And that one?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think here. Okay. Lift this one open, and you see Zook. The physical space that you're looking into looks about the same dimensions as Eldove. I don't know, maybe 5 foot square. But where Zook should just be able to stand up comfortably, he's actually been enlarged to the point where he's cramped. Whatever magic is holding him here has enlarged him just so this space would be more uncomfortable for him. He's trying to wriggle his dagger free from his belt.
Are there any seams to the glass? Anywhere I could maybe pry it open?
Looks like a solid pane of glass stuck into the floor. The floor here is wooden floorboards, and you see a wooden floorboard running in between the two panes.
Okay. At this point, I want to pull the rug completely off of the...
Pull the rug completely off. In the third corner here, you see Tarin. Again, cramped up. And in the last corner,
freaky.
this one here, you see a young girl with a very dirty, disheveled-looking young girl, about the age of Valicia, maybe 7 or 8 years old, shrouded in just brown rags. And again, she's been enlarged to fill up the whole space, but you can tell it's the dimensions, a build of a child rather than an adult. And she's just weeping.
What is it with this woman and children?
Oh, I fucking want to murder this Baba Yaga now.
Oh, yeah. But first we gotta figure out how to get you fuckers out of here.
Yeah, we gotta get all of you guys out of there, and I don't
Okay.
know how.
So, we established at one point, I don't remember, a long time ago, that Zook has a tendency to keep a lockpick in his glove.
Okay.
I remember that coming up at some point.
Sure,
So,
no problem.
well, Zook wiggles his little lockpick out of his glove just to see if there's anything he can get out of scratching on the walls, any information he can get.
I mean, you scratch your lockpick on the wall, but you'll damage the lockpick before you damage the wall.
That's fine. I think I have several of them.
Okay. I mean,
But
you're able
it's
to
just stone.
you're able to scrape lines in the stone if you want to, like, spell out Zook was here or whatever.
No, mostly just trying to still explore the area I'm in. I'm looking for seams, looking for any kind of exit at this point.
It's impossible for you to look anywhere but directly in front of you.
Can I reach my spell component pouch?
You cannot.
Okay.
So you're limited to V and S spells.
Oh, technically I shouldn't have been able to even do minor illusion earlier then.
Oh, really? Why?
It requires a bit of
right.
piece of fleece.
Yeah.
Yeah, then no, you weren't able to reach down to your pouch to get it. Eldove can use material components because he's got a ring on his hand. So, I mean, Fred is looking down in horror, and he looks up and says, "We've got to help them. We've got to get them out of there."
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fred. I'm at a loss for what to maybe try.
Arik
Turn on
just takes
detect
his...
magic eye again.
Okay, and I mean the glass panes, very, very heavy magic emanating from them.
Yeah.
Shit, so I can't even get... Damn it. I was going to cast Shatter on the glass, but it doesn't work if it's magical. Arik just starts banging his quarterstaff on the glass.
Okay.
Futilely, I guess.
Well,
Arik. Actually, no.
Yes.
Khalil.
yeah.
You got an excellent passive perception.
Uh-huh.
Arik comes over and starts banging the butt of his quarterstaff on the glass, and it does look futile. It looks like the blows of the quarterstaff aren't doing anything, but every time he hits it, every time he strikes it, the weave of magic on the glass, it seems to shimmer slightly. You think the magic of the staff is interacting with it somehow. But right now, Eric's just beating on it like a club.
Hey, Air, stop for a second.
Alright, I stop.
Might sound strange, but that staff of yours, it can create claps of thunder, right?
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking maybe if you direct that into the the vibrational force of it might cause the glass to shatter. With your equipment being a magical item itself.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
Do I feel gravity? Is there a direct and obvious up down?
There
to
is,
where I
yes.
am?
You feel the pull of gravity pulling you down like normal.
Okay.
Alright. I guess I can try.
Which corner do you try? There was a peasant girl here. There is an Eldove here. There is a Tarin here. There is a Zook here. I didn't think y'all were gonna fill up all four of them. That was hilarious. That was funny.
But why did Orphan get pushed out before the
Because
little
all
girl?
the cells were filled.
Because all the cells were filled out.
But the
so-
little
no,
girl
that's a
was
good
there
question.
before her.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. Well, might as well be the captain first, right?
You're gonna bust
Yeah,
open
sure.
the captain, okay?
not the
So,
little girl. He's lawful
I'll take
good,
my
you guys.
staff. I'll give it a good melee attack. And with it, I will use the thunder part of my staff of thunder and lightning.
Okay. And the clap of thunder rings out, fills the room, and when the magic discharges, the glass shatters. Tarin, you feel a shockwave from the stone ceiling above you, and then it shatters like glass, and it rains down on you. And when you look up, you see Arik standing overhead. You're in a small hole in the floor, and Arik is standing overhead with his
Khalil will lean
holding his
down. Will
staff.
lean down and hold out his arm so he can help Tarin back out of the thing.
Yeah.
What was so my? Why is and the girl?
And
I
when
really
Tarin
don't like this sag.
steps up out of the
Arik,
hole,
How many
you
more
s-
times can you do that?
Thunder, I think I can... There's no limitation.
Okay, good.
there
no,
is actually.
No, there is.
You can use each
one
one
of these,
once.
Yeah, when one of these properties is used, it can't be used again until the next one.
When Tarin steps up out of the hole, you see his dimensions change very slightly. Looks like he was just slightly too small to go in and had to be enlarged a little bit to make him uncomfortable. So when he steps out, he shrinks a little bit.
Some fucking guest room, huh, Captain?
How did you get me out?
Shattered the glass. Eric used
I hold
his,
I hold the
staff.
quarterstaff up triumphantly. Like,
Sounds
"Ha-ha!"
good. Force missile on each of the other three.
Okay. Which one first?
I'm casting one Eldritch Blast, and all three missiles are going in a different pane.
Okay. So yeah, you shatter the other three glasses. So Eldove and Zook experience the same shattering up above them. The little girl, the peasant girl, when her glass shatters, she spins around and she's very shocked looking. When she sees you all standing there, she stretches out her arms and beseeches you to help her.
Oh yeah, definitely pull her out too.
And when you pull her out again, she shrinks down to the size of a little girl. And she starts thanking you. She starts falling over herself with gratitude.
In common?
Yes. In a very heavily accented common. And Zook as
Yeah,
well.
lady.
When Zook climbs up out of the hole, he shrinks back down to his gnomish proportions.
Did Baba Yaga contract your family to have you serve her for 2 years as a housekeeper?
And she nods and she says, yes, she did. But I was disobedient. I did not serve her well.
Did you look at something you shouldn't have, or just smell it? And he's kind of rubbing his temples at this point.
Yeah, she tells you she frequently went places where she should not have been.
I'm just going to look at Orphan. Orphan, you would have made it a week.
Orphan laughs.
Duke is pissed.
Eldove is curious.
Tarin.
He goes back through the door.
Tarin.
Yes.
As you're looking at and conversing with the girl, though, you notice that her features are not what they seem to be. Hidden behind the facade of the young peasant girl, you see the features of... They look similar, but not exactly like the hag that you fought in the Ice Turtle way back in the day.
Whoa!
I'm going to do a quick mind link to Orphan. Oh, yeah, also, this is an illusion hag of some sort.
Huh. And the little girl says, her name is Marissa. She says, Can you take me out of here? Can you save me?
But I don't want to be underneath a pane of natural light.
Her name isn't Marissa, it's Maruja.
Baruja.
Maruja.
Don't worry, Nodal, I got it. I'll ask the girl. What we came here as guests of Baba Yaga, and we were told to go to the guest room. But were they always trapped?
She says there are ways in. She teaches her guests.
I see.
She didn't teach us.
Tarin will also communicate at this point to each other member of the group over his mind link. Illusion hag, by the way, the little girl.
Is it a hag? Is it still like an old hag, or is it like... This is a dumb question.
Well, a hag is a type of monster. It's an old woman. It's kind of a fey creature. Arik would be familiar with sea hags.
Yeah.
And they
Tarin,
actually
I'm curious
encountered
about
one early in the campaign.
Tarin, I'm curious about something. Get ready to bust me out again. And he heads back into the same room.
You walk in the room?
That's actually a different room.
And as soon as he does, the glass where you took Maruja up out of the hole reforms. All the shattered shards in the span of a second jump back up into place. And looking down, you see Eldove once again cramped down in there.
Eldove waves.
I'll force missile him back out.
Eldove, this time you take 12 damage from the falling glass. Because... No, you don't. You're fine.
That's kind of interesting.
But she says she doesn't know the way into the guest rooms because she was never Baba Yaga's guest.
Something tells
what
me
about-
neither are we.
What about these
Technically.
other doors?
She points to this door. Well, first she points to these doors and says she doesn't know where they go. She says this is the door that leads back to her village.
What?
To her village.
She says, yes, the village that I was taken from when Baba Yaga contracted me from my parents. I would
comes
very
over
much
to
like
this.
to go back.
Duke comes over and takes a look at this
As
door.
she's saying that, where is she?
She's standing... I mean, Arik just pulled her out of this hole here, so she's standing probably on or
Okay.
near that square. She's probably standing right next to Arik.
I'm just going to move right over here. That's all.
Okay. Zook, heavy wooden door with a keyhole, but it's locked.
Is there any? Do you know if there's any protections on the lock, Oscar?
She shakes her head.
I'm gonna detect magic it. How enchanted is it?
It doesn't look like it's any more enchanted than anything else.
Looks clear, Zook.
All right. Should I actually bust this?
Yeah.
All right. That'll become 20 on lockpicking.
That's good enough. So, pop the door, open it up, and look out. And you see before you a desolate landscape. When I say desolate, I don't mean like a desert. I mean like devoid of color and vibrance. You see before you a field of tufts of grass. You see some bushes, a couple of trees, but the trees are drooping. The grass looks very withered. everything's gray. Looking up at the sky, you have a cloudless sky with a dark gray hue to it. You look at the sun, but the sun also is gray.
As soon as that door is open, I'm grabbing the little girl and throwing her in front of the door into the guest room before me. Is that strength or an attack or what?
Yeah, make a grapple check, but I mean, it'll be very difficult for you to fail this. Well, maybe not that difficult. How do we do? What? Why are we laughing?
What do you
That's
think?
natural one.
Natural 1?
Yeah.
You go to grab her. You go to reach down and grab her, and she shrieks, and she breaks free of your grip with you're not really expecting. It seems like supernatural, and...
No, I was expecting that. I
Yeah.
just wasn't prepared for it.
But she circles back around Arik and grabs him around the waist, and he yells out, "Protect me from him!"
No. No.
Brickard, real quick question.
Yeah.
When you said desolate landscape, etc., is that beyond a portal I can't actually see through?
No, you can see it from standing in this room.
Okay, that's really interesting. That's different.
And when she turns and notices that Zook has the door open, she makes a break for it. Does anybody move to stop her?
Zook shuts the door.
I will.
Okay, roll initiative. Everybody roll initiative.
Okay.
See, I was gonna put her inside there and then start talking to her mind through the glass. That was my plan.
Yeah.
We're
As
still
soon
going to
as
do
it was
that, right?
obvious.
I have been grabbing
I hope
2
Orphan.
dice.
How you doing?
I'm still trying to. Okay, say 23.
23. And Arik?
The die is rolling, and it's a 4. I got rolled a 4. A 4. My initiative is 4.
Gotcha. You still,
Is
you
it
still,
4?
you
You're
still
still
beat
beating
Marusha.
her.
Khalil.
8.
This is the battle to roll all the bad initiative. Zook.
24.
Zook missed that memo.
Yeah.
Tarin.
It's okay, I'll roll shitty later.
16. Also missed that memo.
And Eldove.
16.
So Zook.
Mm-hmm.
When she looks back, she's got her arms around Eric's waist and asks, "Protect me from him." And he says, "No." And she looks back and she sees you have the door open, and she breaks and tries to run out it. Your action.
Zook shuts the door, turns around and looks at her and says, "And where are we going to so quickly?"
Okay, let me spawn in Marusha here.
Because I know something is very weird about the fact that I can see through this door.
So you just slam the door, that's your action, and you ask...
I slam the door and I turn around with my back to the door, basically asking her, "Where are we going so quickly?"
Okay, and she stops in her tracks. Orphan.
Can I switch places with Arik? With Tarin? Wait, who is this here?
That's Arik.
Oh yeah, it's Arik.
Yeah.
I got confused by the label because everyone's
Everyone's Tarin.
It's Tarin.
It would be a much greater world we'd live in.
And I'm gonna try and grapple her.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Try not to whiff on the little girl.
That's a 16.
And yeah, you reach down and you get your arms around her, and she tries to break free, and you feel way more strength in this little girl's arms that you think she ought to have. But you get your arms around her, you've got her grappled.
Okay.
And what do you do with her?
I'm gonna move her away from this door. I'll take her back to this central area.
So you just spin her around so she's hovering, or you're holding her over the hole?
Yeah.
Okay. Eldove.
Nothing. That seems to be well in hand.
Okay. Tarin. Same deal?
I'm going to talk right into her mind and say, "I can see what you are, so you better level with me before I destroy you."
Damn.
When you say that to her mind, you see all of the ugliness in her hag features in her face. She gives you this very, very angry, just furious scowl. Khalil, put your sword through her. Go ahead and roll it.
No.
Okay.
No.
What are you doing?
Flank Orphan here, so that way she doesn't have a clear shot through to the door.
Okay. Arik.
Not a thing.
Nothing. She's going to try to break free. Orphan.
Yeah.
If you make an athletics check, you have to beat a 6. I'm sorry, a 5.
Is that athletics or acrobatics? Or just
Athletics, because you're holding her with your strength.
Okay, so it's I think it's 5.
Yeah. You can use acrobatics to get out of a grapple, but not to maintain one.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a 13.
Yeah, that's plenty. And she's trying to break free, but you're compensating for the strength. You're holding her in a much tighter grip than you would ever hold a real human child.
Yeah.
Zook.
Now that she appears to be restrained, Zook's just gonna say to her, "What are you, and why were you trying to get through this door so quickly?"
As she responds, and now you don't hear the voice of the little girl. You still hear the heavily accented common, but the voice is old, raspy, very haggish. And the response is, okay, so I'm not a little girl, so I'm not a servant. That doesn't mean I'm not a prisoner here. It doesn't mean I don't have a right to leave.
Is that really your home?
Orphan.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Okay.
Let's see.
I'll just tell her. I don't think that we have to fight. Just tell us why give us some information. Why were you being held prisoner? Tell us what you know about the place, and we'll let you leave.
Make a persuasion check. Are you lying to her, or is that your intent?
No, I actually will do that.
Make a persuasion check.
I don't know about the rest of the party, but Orphan will definitely let her go. Let's say 15.
15?
Yeah.
She stops squirming a little bit in your arms. When you say, tell us the information, we'll let you go. She spits back at you. Says, I don't know much, but I'll tell you what I can. But she has stopped struggling at this point. Okay. Is anybody else going to make a move against the girls? Anybody else going to put a dagger through her head or anything silly like that?
No.
Not yet.
No.
Not yet? Okay.
But I'm not going to let go.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll come off the initiative order then. So the question was that your home?
What is that place beyond this door, and is that actually your home, I think?
And she says, yes, it actually is.
Where is it?
Yeah, that'll work.
She hesitates to answer for a moment. She says, I don't know what name you would know it by.
Zook will ask, why is this door not like the others? The others are black portals that lead to other places.
She nods over at this one and says, that one isn't either.
Does it also lead somewhere else?
He says, for extremely unpleasant values of somewhere else, yes, it does.
What are some of the names you know it by?
Which door are you asking about?
The one
The
Tarin's
first
in
one.
front of now.
The one that Zook's standing in front of?
Yes.
No, Tarin. Oh.
Eldove's asking the question.
I'm asking the
so.
one with Zook.
Okay. She rattles off a couple of names. Make me an... You can make it either Arcana or History. Or
History.
Religion. Pick one of those three.
History.
Yeah.
Alright, that's a... Oh, I have to reload. 12 plus 7 is 19.
Okay. She rattles off a couple names in a variety of languages, but the one that sticks in your mind that you recognize immediately is Hades.
And what about the other one?
Make the same check.
So they're both to Hades?
No, make the check again.
Oh, the same check. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
same check.
I don't know why I heard something different. 4 plus 7 is 11. 13.
13?
No, 11. What the hell am I doing? 11.
Yeah, she rattles off a couple names, but you don't recognize any of them. But yeah, she says that there are doors in this place that go all over the multiverse. These are but two of them.
How did you get trapped here?
So I wasn't trapped. I was invited and then betrayed.
Seems legit.
That sounds like that.
Why did you come here?
Why did you?
What was your original reason?
What is yours?
Maybe you haven't noticed we have a large person holding you down.
She looks down at Orphan's body. She's not that large.
Compared to you?
You're here for the treasure. You're here to steal from Baba Yaga. And she looks over across the room at the Hellhound statues that are flanking either side of Tarin. And she knows it, and she'll deal with you in time as she dealt with me. If any of you were smart, you'd follow me through the door and leave this place.
Sorry, going to hell with you doesn't sound like a particularly good idea right now.
That's a Thursday.
It's fascinating, though. That might actually be a completely separate plane from Trennis.
Do you know anything about her servants? About particularly her a pack of horned devils?
She says, if I did, I would steer clear of them.
Am I the only one who gets to roll the check for the other door? Did anyone else recognize a name?
Nobody else wanted to roll.
Oh, Arcana?
What am I rolling?
You can
Arcana,
choose Arcana,
history,
history, or religion.
So Eric's going to choose religion, right?
Yeah. He's priest.
I have
That's
none of those
an
things.
Arcana of 23.
Then you immediately recognize the name Avernus. Avernus is one of the layers of the Nine Hells.
Oh, good.
This is a place that many mages from the school you flunked out at would visit to get to find rare spell components, to make journeys to for particular reasons. Some magic items have to be crafted in the fires of Avernus. Not a pleasant place on the best of days. But according to Marujah, that's where this door leads. Maybe a whiz 10.
Oh, yeah, I actually made one.
Having
Yeah,
heard that, you are very confident this is the door Locke wants to travel through.
Oh, we already knew that.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll have to roll a whiz 10 when the players are clueless.
Yeah, no, I mean, Tarin was already like, wow, it's actually a portal to another plane.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
the
part
one.
of Trennis. Like, I could walk out this door, and if I had the key, I could plane shift home.
Zook will ask about this door, since we haven't actually opened it yet.
What do you ask?
Where does this door lead?
There is actually an answer to that question.
I'm sure there is.
That door goes to my destination. That's why I'm here. It goes to Baba Yaga's laboratory. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to stay there for long before she caught me.
What were you looking for there?
Doesn't matter now.
It does because we're asking.
She says, why? You're going to go and fetch it for me?
Just curious what you were after more than anything.
I'm after, and she indicates the door behind her, behind Orphan. Says, now I'm after escape.
Is the laboratory on the second level?
She asks, what do you mean?
Some of the residents or servants have referred to the place as having two levels. One that's the first level is probably still part of where we are now, from my understanding, and the second level is Baba Yaga's personal abode.
She says,
No,
well,
3 levels.
I'm neither a resident nor a servant, so how would I know that?
Worth asking. What's the second level then? What did I miss?
Well, she doesn't know. She doesn't know what you mean by second.
No, I'm talking to. That was sorry. That was out of character.
Ah. She asks if you'll let her go if she shares the location of a secret door she knows. A place that you might find most interesting.
Is that all she has to trade?
That's what she's offering. She says, when I first came here, the first occupants I came across, and she describes running into this individual down in the kitchen. She said she walked into a room and he was examining his own corpse on the meat hook. This is a dragonborn with silver scales. Says we worked together for a time, but I double-crossed him when I had the opportunity. I sold him for my own safety from Baba Yaga. Made my way for the laboratory. But I know where he's being held. And if he's still stupid now as he was then, he may be inclined to help you as well.
How much of this place have you explored?
She indicates most of the rooms that you guys have been through on level 1.
Mm-hmm.
But she hasn't... let me scroll through here for a second here. She hasn't made it as far as the library, the art gallery, the fountain room, the stair room, the orchard. The stable. She hasn't been any of those places. She hasn't been to the place where you encountered the Cyclops. And she has been to the laboratory, but only very briefly. She was only there for a couple of minutes. She was poking around. Baba Yaga came and dealt with her herself.
As long as she's being honest now, does she know the way to the guest rooms? She said she knew there was a way, but she didn't know it before.
She says, these are the guest rooms.
No, into the rooms themselves.
She says, I'm sure
She
there
said
is.
she knew.
Yes, I know the way. She indicates 4 of the walls. Next to where Orphan and Clear are standing. And then across the way, in front of the Hellhounds. She says, search the walls. You'll find slide-away panels.
Zook will do that to this one right over here. And just, since they're guarding the door, he's going to kind of
Well, it would be on Orphan. It would be on Orphan Square, but yeah, looking around, I mean, you investigate for a minute, and you do find a carefully hidden catch. When you slide your finger into it, the panel slides away and looks into the room.
Actually, since she's holding her, switch places with me for a second, if you don't mind. And then I'll do it to this wall now, so I'm not bugging her. Same thing?
Yeah, same thing. Mm-hmm.
Captain, be ready to bust me out if something goes wrong. And I try to walk into the room.
And you are standing in the guest room.
Hey,
hold
I'm in
on,
the
let me get the guest room descriptions up on screen now that you get a closer look at them.
While he's doing that, so what do you think, guys? We find out the
Well,
information
hold on,
and we...
I'm about to talk. So you've got a rather posh-looking bed over here, with black satin seats, crystal skulls on each of the 4 bedposts. You got a writing desk and a chair that looks like it's constructed out of human bones. Chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling above you, made out of what looks like blood-red crystal. And
Seems
Eldove,
homey.
you were saying what?
What do you think, guys? We find out the information, we let her go?
I have no problem with letting her go at this point. She really wants to go to hell, that's her business.
As long as she's going through that door.
Yeah.
Orphan will relax her death grip on the hag.
So you're letting her go
Where's
without
this-
asking about the Dragonborn?
Oh no,
we
where's
wanted
this?
to
Okay.
go first.
We're just letting her go first, letting her loose for now.
She tells you to search carefully in the little girl's closet.
The little girl with the stuffed animals?
I don't know her name.
How long were you trapped in the box?
She doesn't know. Feels like
Yeah,
forever.
it's kind of hard to mark time in there.
Well, it's probably, who knows which little girl it was.
That's probably
That's
the
why,
same room.
that's why I was asking if it was the room with the stuffed animals.
It's
Yeah.
probably always the same little girl's room.
there's
Well, there's a
always-
few girls running around.
There's always a
apparently.
little girl and a stuffed animal and a
Yeah.
lighthouse.
So,
And a hero with a green hat.
is anybody else
Princess.
barring her passage out?
I'm honestly curious to see what happens when she goes through the door at this point, so I'm more than willing to let her by.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. As she reaches up and opens the door, she dismisses the transformation on herself and takes the form of a green hag, wearing tattered robes. And yeah, she shuffles out the door, out into the gray fields of the of Hades, as she just walks away, walks off into the distance.
Close the door behind her.
Doors now closed.
All right.
That's
Well.
the end of that chapter.
All right. You guys want to take a long rest in these beds? That's totally what you
Yeah,
want to
let's.
do, right?
The first thing is what I wanted to see if like the catch thing on the wall actually works.
We already did. Yeah, so
Well, it worked on this wall, so we'll. Zook will go around and open up the other rooms.
Yeah, and Zook
Let's
opens
see-
up a slide-away panel in each wall that leads into the guest rooms.
Mm,
All right. Well, here's the issue. Is we can take a long rest here, but Arik, how you doing on spells?
Alright.
Well, if we want to take a long rest, we just step out into Hades, and I've got a plane shift key that'll bring us back to Atrenus.
Oh wait, or I've got a better idea. We go out the front door, and then we're never in Hades.
I'm deeply curious because everything we've talked.
We
to,
know you're deeply curious.
I mean,
Do we
You
need
also
to-
think you're a
Deeply
crazy person.
Do we need to tie you to Orphan again?
that worked really well last time, didn't it?
So everyone who wants to sleep in Hades, raise their hand.
It'd be.
Anyone? Anyone?
No.
No?
I'd be there for less than 5 seconds.
Eldove mage hands Tarin's hand back down.
Zook is not willing to pick that lock at this
Sorry,
time.
sorry, Captain, but you're outvoted.
What's next?
Also, as a point of order, I'd rather keep that door locked just until we need to get locked through it.
You broke the lock opening it.
Not that one.
Well, the one going into Hades. You picked the lock
Oh,
open.
I thought you wanted to go through the one that Tarin's in front of.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah,
talking about
that
lock.
too.
Yeah, he wants to go through the Sword of Avernus.
Yeah.
So what's next?
All right, I'm
You know,
gonna.
I've also got to say,
I'm gonna
I feel
test
a
this
lot
door.
better.
Have we worked the slide on here on this door?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all open
All the
right
rooms
now.
should be open.
All right, I'm gonna go through.
Wait, you're going through the sliding, or are you going through the actual door?
Uh,
If you go through this door, you're going to end up back in the hole.
The not horrible
oh,
hole.
I thought. Okay, I misunderstood. I thought there was like a hidden switch. On
No,
the
it's a
wall.
slide-away panel that opens a doorway leading into the guest room
Okay.
from the other direction.
Yeah, I'll go through that one then.
Pretty wacky, Jack. Here, I'll actually mark those since we've been through there now. Okay. So yeah, you're going to the guest room. They're all furnished basically the same way.
All right. Is there any eye-like material around? Like, is it clear that Baba Yaga can see me while I'm in here?
It's not clear at all. You have no idea whether or not Baba Yaga can see you from any particular place.
Wait. We are though, because what was the thing that woman was looking at?
She was
it
looking
was the Griffin
at
statues,
the,
right?
the statues of the Hellhounds over here.
Can the
Yeah.
Hellhound see us while we're in these rooms?
I doubt we can know that.
No,
Just
sure we
line
can.
of sight wise.
Yeah, line of sight.
Oh, also,
Oh.
can
Doesn't,
I get
doesn't,
what
doesn't
you're
look like it, no.
There are skulls made of crystal on the bedposts.
Yep.
There are bizarre crystal chandeliers.
Yeah.
I've just been getting the impression that there's one source of, like, it was the eyes, it was the beholders, like...
Right, but it could just be something on the chandelier, or it could be
True.
crystal skulls.
Could be
on the
those
bedposts.
skulls. Yeah.
It's just the hag seemed pretty convinced it was the dogs. Are there any
I think actually.
Are there
what
any
you missed-
riddles written on the walls of these guest rooms?
Did anything
Which
on the
way-
writing desks?
Okay, we're gonna go with Eldove first. Where are you looking, Eldove?
I think Zook's idea of the desks is the correct choice.
Okay, so you're searching the desk down in 5, and Eldove's searching the one up in 3.
Sure.
Okay, both of you can go ahead and roll some investigation checks.
Hopefully we'll take number 2 at the same time.
Then you may roll that as well.
Khalil, you're gonna need to back us up on these rooms anyway, because it's not.
Yeah.
If we don't find anything, it's not convincing.
Orphan's gonna look under the bed in here.
Yeah, I
19?
flubbed it.
Okay, Orphan can also roll the investigation check.
I got 21 on mine.
Got a 19.
Okay. Khalil, what'd you get?
I got a 19.
And Orphan, what'd you get?
16.
None of you find anything of particular note.
Okay.
I mean, checking the writing desks, you open up the drawers and go through them a little bit. I mean, you expect to find, like, Night Hag stationery, but no, they're all empty.
But take a look under the bed.
And there's nothing down there.
Oh, Does it look like, just in general, since Zook went into all these rooms, does it look like these guest rooms have been used, or they all look like they've been made up for new guests or disuse?
If they've been used, either they haven't been used recently, or they have been, and Villicy has been in here to turn them down.
Okay. But it looks clean, not dusty, like they've been clean, like they're ready for guests.
Right.
Interesting. Well, guys,
So wait, there wasn't anything in Khalil's and Orphans that I heard, but
We checked the
nothing in
desks.
Zook's either?
We checked the desks in 2, 3, and 5. We checked the beds in 2 and 4.
Zook
Okay,
can check
so
the bed. I mean,
let's check the desk in 4.
Go ahead and roll investigation, and so do. Actually, you know what? Forego that roll, Eldove. You open up the desk, the drawer, and there's a note, folded piece of paper.
Eldove looks at Orphan like...
An orphan's down
Come on,
under the
man.
bed.
Just Orphan investigate the wrong thing.
So yeah, folded piece of paper.
Alright, open it up.
And it's a note, written in common. It says, silver polish is made from 4 parts baking soda, 3 parts salt, and 5 parts water. Questrix.
435.
Oh, now I'm getting it.
Questrix.
Yeah.
Now we got one for black and one for silver.
Yep.
Oh!
Yep.
Okay.
Black pudding, yeah.
Black pudding,
Oh,
silver
and-
polish.
Wait, so
What color were the pots?
they were gold painted, right?
Yep.
Wasn't that what it was?
Yes, with gold paint.
Aha!
Yeah. So we know what we already
Alright.
knew. 3, 4, 5 was silver. Where did we get those numbers from in the first place? Because we got those somewhere else too.
Yeah.
On the wall? One of them was on the wall with the Cyclops.
Cyclops was scratch 3, 4, 5, 3, 5, 4 rather,
Yep.
and we just happened to connect that with silver through brute force.
Right, so
Alright,
what-
which one was this? Oh, someone
That-
wrote it down. Okay.
That was confirming silver, but the kitchen recipe said black pudding, so that's got to be black iron. That's what that was.
Yeah.
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 And then we also
Silver,
have
black iron.
We don't know the one for green crusted bronze yet.
yeah. We know we have a 215 that Vasilla gave us, but we don't know what color it's attached to. But is all we have left crusted bronze, silver, gold, black
Yeah,
iron, and
because
crusted
yeah,
bronze?
gold is the flower pots,
The
right?
the 215 is going to be the no.
The green
Weird.
crusted bronze.
Yeah.
Remember
No, you're right.
the
You're right.
panel in her room like it was a pink walls, but there was a green panel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have the 462 yet?
462 was gold. Remember the flower pots were painted with gold
Yeah.
cues.
No, I'm just looking over over the notes now.
Gotcha. Yeah, they're sort of scattered around, but so neat. Remember way back when we came into the icy stairs? That was a special door, and I forget which one now, but I think that might have been iron.
Did anybody
We should
Rickard,
also-
can you
Note of it?
refresh my memory?
I can if you go back to investigate.
Well, if we're gonna make our way out of here, we'll pass through it.
Well, let's just take a second here. I think we should also keep in marks the rooms that each of these knocks bring us to. Because the gold was the tree room, right?
Hold on. We've
Was
got
that ever actually consistent?
silver.
Well,
Okay, silver door because it's up above if you look at it, but we can put it in 2 places if it makes it easier. Cyclops room had a silver door, which led us to the fountain room, the library, or the art gallery.
Okay. Let's just
Then-
stick with that for now then.
Okay,
They
then
might each bring us to three places.
the gold door has only taken us to 2 so far. It took us to the fire-filled room and the cross-shaped room. Fire-filled
How many-
pits room and the
How many times
cross-filled-
did we test that one?
Only at like 3 or 4, but it only took us to like the 2 rooms consistently.
Okay. So maybe one of them's like rarer than the others?
I mean, Rick Road, not to metagame, but it sounded like he was rolling.
That is the very definition
That is the-
of
yeah, that's the very
Like, that is
definition.
metagaming.
Yeah, definition of metagaming.
Right. So Zook doesn't know.
I'm gonna say yeah. It seems like one of them's rarer than the others.
Can I just be honest with you guys? Sometimes I roll for no reason just to fuck with you.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we
Yeah,
like
well,
that.
we get that.
We approve of that.
But they also seem to not be going in any kind of discernible pattern. So it seemed to
Not-
be fairly random.
Not that we've discerned yet.
So we're coming up on 11 o'clock here. Do we want to make the guest rooms the break for tonight?
I think
Yeah, this
we've
seems like a
discovered
really good-
4 good things.
It seems like a really good stopping point, actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
Now the question is, do you want to take a long rest before we, as we leave?
So yeah, I
I
guess
feel like
that's the
maybe
last question for the session then. Do you guys want to take a long rest? And if you do, where do you take it?
Yeah, that's...
My vote is we make our way back out, checking a couple things on the way out, and make our long rest outside.
Lane
Unless-
shift key.
No. Absolutely not.
No, we're not taking a long rest in Hades.
No, that's the beauty of it. You
We're
can
not going
enter
into
Furnace,
Hades.
but you
No.
can't. Okay.
Captain.
Like
We're
Tarin
not
just saying
going
all this
to
stuff and
Hades.
everyone's saying no.
No.
I mean, the other door goes to Avernus, so you always have that as an option as well.
Is there a door to the plane of sandwiches?
No, yeah, but it's a vortex.
We could always go back to the apple, cookie, and cream forest. That was a
Got
cool
eyes.
We can
place.
just take a long rest in the staircase room. She can't see us there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
We don't know for
wanna
a fact
get
that
Eric-
nothing will
we want
pass
Eric
through
to
there.
get his magic back, so my vote is no long rest or make our way back to the surface.
True.
Yeah,
There's
the
no
thing-
point in taking a long rest with him not being able to get
The
his
thing
magic.
about the staircase though is that it's good for a place to talk as a place for a long rest. It's not any better than anywhere else because even if she can't see us there, she knows that we're there.
True.
Right.
Yep.
And we also have no idea if anyone else uses that. The Cyclops may walk through there once a day for all we know. I mean, probably
All
not
right.
that Cyclops, but you know what I mean.
Well, you can
So, yeah,
set
let's-
your watch by it.
Let's go
Let's-
ask our buddy if he can put us up at the stables.
No, that sounds
Yeah,
terrible.
right.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
My vote is call it a session in this room, and then the beginning of the next session will be us making our way to a long rest.
Yeah.
Because I imagine there will be some shenanigans along that route.
Okay. Then I will end the session there. I'm going to go ahead and open up my chat. How you guys doing in chat tonight?
Hello, chat.
Is everybody enjoying the continuing misadventures of Dancing Hut?
I don't know. We've
So do you-
come up with a lot of progress here. I think
did.
this is
No, you did.
this is an actual adventure, not only
Yeah.
a misadventure.
You
you
should
think
see,
we could-
we have so many notes, you guys. It's ridiculous.